What's up, everybody? So I decided to make another video of these AT&T long lines towers. I like to call them microwave towers better because they were sending microscopic waves for telephone and all that kind of stuff before fiber optics came out in the 80s. So I sometimes call them long lines, which they're called that because they're long distance phone call towers. These towers would send phone calls at the same time of transmitting TV channels to places. People have TVs and everything. So this tower. This used to have its cone antennas. They were taken down in the early 2000s when a new owner bought it. It still has the old incandescent beacon at the very top and the marker lights. If you drive by it in the dark, they don't even work anymore, so the power's turned off because it's not very high anymore and doesn't really need the light anymore. So it's not really necessary anymore for it to even have a light. Because now they have to be above 200 feet to have lights. So yeah, it's not really necessary for this one to have lights anymore. So here's an AT&T long lines tower on a rooftop. So it's likely this tower's on top of an AT&T corporate office in a downtown area. They got newer microwave type dish antennas on it, so they came out after fiber optics and other stuff. So this one still has cone antennas on it. But yeah, it's likely this one's on top of an AT&T office building near a downtown scenery. And there's the catwalk. That thing you see below the platform there, you go underneath the cone antennas, that's called the catwalk. And then the horn platforms, they hold the horns and everything to transmit to other towers. So I'm not quite sure where this tower's at, but this one looks pretty old. It was probably built in the late 50s or early 60s. So now if you see this one, it's got cell phone antenna equipment on the very top of it. It looks like there used to be more antennas on the very top for cone antennas, but they must have been taken down or something. But yeah, they got cone antennas about halfway up the tower right there with the protectors on the top. Those things that cover the top of them, those are ice protectors. It prevents ice from blocking the horns, so they can transmit to the other distant station towers and everything like that. Here's another AT&T long lines tower I found. So this one looks kind of interesting because I haven't seen one in this design. All of AT&T's towers are self-support type. And with being built during the atomic era, they're gonna have to be self-supporting some kind of guide wire attachments that are heavy wires. So there's the catwalk again, and there's the cone antennas sitting on the upper platform. Now, it's likely there used to be antennas here, and then they took them off for make space for cell phone equipment on them. And sometimes they can't afford to keep the antennas on them, so they have to take them down. Which the top ones are probably up there because they don't have enough money to be taking them down. Because they aren't in use anymore, so they should probably just keep them up there since they're history now. But sometimes people just can't afford to take any of them down, so they just leave them sit on the tower with nothing to do with them. Here is another AT&T microwave tower. It's a guide wire tower. So I've seen this tower before and I actually know where it's at. But I don't really want to give locations to these because it just prevents vandalism and all that stuff. I think AT&T still owns this tower. They just use it for a fiber optic backhaul station now. One of the antennas still has its waveguide, but the other antenna's waveguide is taken off. I'm not sure why they take one waveguide pipe down and leave the other one up. Because I think if they take one down, they could probably take the other one down too. I don't know, it's kind of confusing sometimes. This one's got a round microwave dish on it too, and it's kind of new. I don't think it is new because the fiberglass shield on it was blown away or ripped off. This one still has fiberglass on the horn antennas. They must have took one of the cone antennas down. Yeah, I've seen this before. It looks familiar. Let's see here. Let's find another picture of one. Wow, this one looks pretty cool too with the silhouette right here. Yeah, this is the cone antennas right here. I'm gonna guess the top half of it was added on because those round dishes didn't come out till the cone antennas were out of service and everything. So this one's probably still around too. I'm not sure.